Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Get Perfect, and my name is Vismay. So in today's video we are going to learn about waterfall chart. So waterfall chart is a visual representation of some values about anything, say your savings account, your checking account, your stock market value, or your stock value, or you can say your sales value, from a starting point to an end point. So it's a journey of these values from starting point to the end point. In between of the journey you can make out what were the additions, the plus or the positives, and what were the negatives, because we are going to color the positives in the different color and the negatives in the different color. So this is how a waterfall chart is made up of. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the video. Hey guys, before starting the video, if you are interested in learning Excel and MS Office, please do ping me on the WhatsApp number given below for all the details. It would be completely online course with the completion certificate, the recordings of the course, as well as the practice files. Thank you so much. Let's continue on our video. So these are few examples which we are going to cover today. So in the first example, I have my checking account, my savings account. So the opening balance was 59,000, and this is the values. Any value which is positive is an addition to an account. Any value which is negative, that is a debit to my account. So at the end of the year in 2020, the closing balance is 78,959, and this particular data I want to show it in a waterfall chart. So this is how I made a waterfall chart. See, my opening balance is 59,000 in the month of December 2019. In Jan, this value has added up 3,000 in the saving account, then 8,597, and so on. So whatever is green is the credit in my account, and whatever is red is the debit in my account. So these are the credit values, these are the debit values, and this is the closing balance of 78,959. So this waterfall chart is also known as bridge chart. So you can also call this as a bridge chart. Okay, and this is the percentage of value which has been increased in my account for this particular year. So the value has been increased to 34%. If I change any value over here, suppose instead of 8597, if I enter only 500 rupees, see what happens over here. This 8597 bar gets changed to 500, and the balance has also changed to 70,862, so as the percentage of the value which has increased in my saving account. So this is the first example. I am also going to teach you how have I made this. Okay, so this is the first example. You can see small connecting lines also. So this is bridged from the opening balance till the closing balance with a connector. The second example is the stock market share price. Suppose there is a stock name as Get Perfect Education share price. The opening balance when I bought this price was 590 rupees, and this is the journey of this stock. So in Jan 2020, at the end of the month, the price of this stock was 592. In Feb 2020, the price was 599, and so on. So till I come till December, the price of that share was 642. So I want to show the journey of this from December 19 till December 2020. I want to show the differences in a water flow chart. So this is how I have made up. Same, the opening balance 590, closing balance 652. There was a raise of 9% in this particular year. If I go ahead and change this value to anything, say, so this has become minus. See, minus 5 has been appeared over here. So this is the second example of using a water flow chart. And the last example is of the sales. So first was checking account, savings account. Second was of the stock price. If you deal in share market, that water flow chart can help you a lot. And the last is your sales water flow chart is been useful for all the people who have been working across in many countries, in many companies. I'm sorry. Okay, so what does this data tells you? So this is a Tata Motors sales. These are the units sold by the Tata Motors till December 2019. This is the entire year, Jan 20 till December 20. The target of unit to be sold by the company was given 800 per month, and Here are the actual sales by the company. I've got the differences, which month was less. So in the month of Jan 20, the actual sale was 1100, whereas the target was only 800. So the sale has increased by 300. So this is the increased price, which is increased sales of unit, which has been shown in green. Whichever month in April 2020 the target wasn't achieved, it was less by 165, and so on. And this is how a bridge chart or a water flow chart shows the sales of a particular thing. So these are the three examples which we are going to learn today. This video can be a bit lengthy because I am going to cover almost everything, all the aspect about water flow charts. So please stay tuned, and if you have liked the video till now, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload such videos. Okay, so let's start with our first example. So let me open a fresh Excel file for you. Okay, I'll take the same table which is over here, so our time gets saved. Okay, so this is the table which we have taken. I'll increase the size of this Excel. I'll delete this first. Okay, so let's change some values, like 45,000 as opening balance. Let's see any values, anything. Okay, minus. Okay, so we have got the opening stock, we have got the debits and credits for the year, and here we have got the closing balance. How have I got the closing balance? I've simply did sum and added from C3 to C15 and close the bracket. So I've got the closing balance. Whatever is in positive gets added, whatever is in negatives gets subtracted. Okay, so the closing balance is 58,892. Now let's have a waterfall chart besides this. So first I'll select this data for which I need to make a waterfall chart. I'll go to insert, and in the insert tab here in the chart group, if you can't see it, let me maximize this. Okay, so here in insert tab, here in the chart group, you get a waterfall chart. You can see insert waterfall, funnel, stock, surface, or radar chart. So any Excel version prior to 2016 you won't be getting this option. So how can you show a waterfall chart in that Excel version? I'll make a separate video on this, so the next video would be on that. So please guys, subscribe to the channel so that you get the most out of it. So I'll click on this and I select the first option, that is waterfall charts. Okay, let me come back to size. Okay, so this is something which has happened. I'll just drag the chart and place it at the right place, and I'll just increase the size of this. So this chart nowhere looks to what we have made. This is our previous chart. This chart and this chart is a lot of difference. Let me first remove the labels also. Okay, now if you see, this opening balance has come down the axis. I want to keep it above the x-axis. So how can I do it? First I need to single click on this bar, the opening bar, and then I have to double click. Once I double click, a data format point option will open on the right hand side, and here you can see a set as total option. You have to click that, and this color has been changed to gray. Close this. Now again, the second step for putting this in the horizontal axis is to select the closing, single click. Once you do a single click, everything gets selected, then a double click, again this will open and set as this total. So now the opening balance and closing balance have been set as a total. Okay, and here you also can close this. Okay, so once I close this, you will see something like this. So now the opening and the closing balance have been changed. Now I want to change the color of this. Okay, so how do I do this? First of all, let's remove this. I don't want this legends. First of all, let's click on this Once I click on this, everything gets selected. If I go to design and if I go to color change option, you can see these are the colors which are selected by default. If I go scroll down, we don't get the color what we have kept. What the colors we have kept is some blue, dark blue for the opening and closing, and green for the positives, and red for the negatives. So in order to get these colors, what you have to do, you have to first go to page layout. In the page layout, you have to go to colors, click on colors. You can see the color option over here. Okay, if you scroll down to the colors, you can see the colors have been changing, of the charts color are changing. Go to customize colors. Once you click on customize colors, a dialog box will open. So in this particular dialog box, whatever is blue, this is blue, this is a green color. Okay, whatever is orange, we want to show it in negative, so this is a red color. And whatever is in red color, let's change this color to something else, say blue color. Okay, and here you can keep the name, so I'll keep a name as Waterfall charts. Okay, and I save it. Now see, the color has been changed to whatever we want. So now if I click on this and if I go to designs, in this color you will get this color which we have set at the top. So we have set a new color for waterfalls. Okay, now I want the data label, so I'll just select click on any of the bar, so all the bars get selected. Right click on it and add data labels. Okay, so the data labels has been added. So whatever the opening is 45,000, we can see here, this is the closing, this is the credit in our account 2,500, this is the credit, this is the debit, and so on. So this is how our bridge chart or our, let me expand this. Okay, this is our bridge chart or a water flow chart looks like. If I want to increase the size or the width of this bar, I have to simply click on this, then double click. And if you see, you can increase and decrease the gap of width. So now I'm decreasing the width. So whenever I decrease the width between these two bars, the width of the bar gets increased. This is okay. Great. So this is how you can create a waterfall chart for your savings account. Here I'll change the name. The name would be waterfall chart for saving account. Okay, I can give your names for the axis also. So for the axis, primary axis, that is down, horizontal axis, I'll say months. Okay, and for the, you have to go click on the chart, go to design, go to add chart element, and you can see axis title, and for the vertical I'll simply select this and say rupees. Okay, so this is how you can make a water flow chart for your savings account. But you remember I had made a 20% increase. How did I made that? So let's understand how did I made that. So what I did, I calculated the percentage of increase or decrease in my savings account. So how to do that? First, equal to open bracket, what was my closing balance? This was my closing balance minus the opening balance. So this will give me the difference of the balance. What was my closing balance today and what was my opening balance 12 months back. Okay, this will give me the difference. Divide by the opening balance. What was my opening balance? That will give me the exact figure. So this is 31%. So you have to go over here and click on percentage, you will get the percent. So I've got, it was a 31% increase in my savings account. So if I want to keep that icon over here, we have to put a shape. Suppose I should keep a square shape. Okay, I keep a square shape over here. I say I'll keep the color as it is, and here I'll click on the formula bar, say equal to, and I'll select this cell. Okay, I select this cell and say enter. Now 31% has been appearing over here. Let's do some formatting for this. I'll select this, go to home tab, I'll align it in the center, I'll increase the size of this, okay, and I'll change the color. See, 31%. So whenever there is a change in the number, let's try changing the numbers. 2500, let's do it 3500. See here, the 2500 gets changed to 3500 and the percentage also change. Let's this debit is of 8576. Let's do it for minus 5500. You can see the debit has been changed, so is the percentage has been changed over here. So this is how you make a flow chart, or sorry, a waterfall chart for your savings account. I'll say savings account. Okay, so this is how I made a savings account waterflow chart or a bridge chart. Now let's understand how did I made a flow chart, or sorry, why am I saying a flow chart? Because it says it shows the flow. That's the reason I am saying a flow chart, but it is called as a waterfall chart. Okay guys, it's not a flow chart, it's a waterfall chart. Okay, I'll just add a sheet and say share price chart. We'll take the same example so that our time has been saved. Okay, I paste it over here. I auto fit this. I increase the size of this. Okay, cool. Let's delete everything so that you will come to know what exactly it is. This was already in percentage over there, so I'm changing the format of this cell as well. So suppose the opening balance of this particular share which I bought is 590 rupees. Let's change this value as well, was 1000 rupees. This is an example. Our number is never a round figure in stock market. It can be, but there are very less chances you can get a share with a rounded up figure. Okay, and now let's dot a journey of this particular share for this year. So in Jan, the end price, the closing balance in Jan was 1052. In Feb it was 1075. In March it went down to 1060. In April it went up to 1095. In May it went down to 1080. In June it shooted up to 1120. Then it didn't stop 1125. It again came down to 1100. Then in September it boomed up to 1190. Then 1225. Then 1230. Then 1260. So this is how the closing balance change, you see, because I have put a formula is equal to the last balance. So that is my closing balance. This is how the journey of this stock is been for this entire year from Jan 2020 to December 2020. Now let me find the difference. What is the difference which I need to show in my water flow chart? So how do I find the difference? I'll simply say equal to what is the Jan closing balance minus the previous month closing balance. So the difference is 52. Similarly, I just copy this formula and drag it down till December 20. So there are some minus. So in the month of March, the closing balance was less than its previous months by 15 rupees. Similarly, in the month of May, and so on. So here I'll keep this opening balance to this, and here I'll keep this closing balance to this. Okay. So this is how the flow of the share is. Okay, now let's make a water flow chart for this stock market. We have made the data for a water flow chart. So first I'll select the data. I'll go to the insert tab. I'll go to the waterfall and select this waterfall chart. Let me increase this for you. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now what I have to do, I only want this series of data. I don't want this series of data. I just want the additions and the subtraction, the positives and the negatives to show in the flow. So what I did, I took my mouse on this point. When this arrow is been tilted in black, you have to click it and drag it to the D column. Okay, once I do this, now see, this looks somewhere similar to what we are doing. Okay, I remove this legend. I don't want this legend. Now similarly, what we did for the savings account water flow chart, we'll do this for this chart as well. I'll single click on this and double click. This will open. Set this as total, close this, then again single click on the closing balance, double click, okay, and set as total. Now these two things have been set. Okay, and the color is also being changed automatically because we have kept that color in number 1. So that's the reason the color has been changed to that thing. So if you want to change the color again, you have to go to page layout and make your own color pattern and change it. Okay, now let's add a data label. Click on any one of the bar, right click and add data labels. Right, so whatever is minus will go minus, whatever is plus will show in plus. Here you have to show waterfall chart for GPE, Get Perfect Education share price. Okay, and I want to also add the axis. So I'll click on the chart, go to design, go to add chart element and say axis title horizontal, and I also say axis title vertical. Here I'll say month, and here I'll say rupees. So it was so simple to make a waterfall chart for the stock as well as for the saving account. Now the part of the percentage, what is the percentage of deviation for this particular share for last 1 year, what is the return this share has given me for staying in this particular share for a year. Let's see how much it is. So what should we do? The equal to, open back the closing minus the opening will give me the difference of the value upon the opening. This give me in percentage. I have want this in the percentage sign, so I'll click on this cell, go to home tab and select this percentage icon. I'll get the percentage value. So this particular share has given me 26% in one particular year, whereas my fixed deposit in my savings account only gives me 7 to 8% max. So think about it. If you want me to make videos on stock markets and basic stock, how to pick up a stock, you can comment me below. I'll definitely make a video on it. Okay, and guys, if you're liking what I'm doing till now, please hit that subscribe button and the like button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Okay, so let's keep insert a shape over here and insert this shape. Okay, once you insert this shape, make sure the shape has been selected. Press a equal to or type a equal to sign in the formula bar and select this D2 and press enter. This 26 will appear in this shape. I'll select this 26, go to home tab, realign it in the center. I'll increase the size of this. Yes, this looks good, and I color it together. This color can be kept as per your choice. This color of this waterfall chart also can be kept as your choice. Okay, there's no hard and strict rule. Let's try changing some values over here. Okay, 1050, then this goes to 11. Great. Then great. So this is how it works. Everything is changing over here. So guys, this is how we made a stock price using a waterfall chart. Now let's move on to our last example for today, which is about the stock, the unit sold for a particular Motor Company. Okay, so let's move on to our last example, that is how many units are being sold for a particular motor company. I'll just copy this example, paste it over here. Okay, suppose our target is of 700 per month. Okay, I'll just delete everything over here, increase the size of this, and the units sold till last month for Tata Motors. Tata Motors is a big Indian brand in motors, so that's the reason I have used this example. You must be having some other examples, you can use those examples. This is just to know how can we use waterfall charts. Okay, nothing against any other company, or Tata Motor is not the advertiser for this video. Okay, so this is Tata Motor sales for the last till December 2019 is 5,000. Now Tata Motors had decided every month you should at least sell 700 units. Okay, so this is a sales unit number month on month. So in Jan we were able to sell 1100 units, in Feb so 1050, and so on. So majority of times we were able to achieve our sales target. So let's see by how many, which are those months where we were positive and which are the months where we were negative and not able to achieve the sales target. So how can we find this? That is the achieved minus the target. So here we have exceeded our sales target by 400 units. I'll fix this value by pressing F4. I simply copy this and go to end. So in the month of April, the sales was not good. In the month of July, it was worst. We missed our target by almost 288 units. Okay, so our opening is 5,000 and our closing is this much. Okay, now let's understand how do we make a waterfall chart for this thing as well. It's as similar as we did it for the share market or the share price. Let's do the same thing over here. Simply select this data first, go to insert, go to waterfall and select this waterfall. Drag this waterfall thing over here and increase the size. Guys, increase the size as per the dashboard you have made. Okay, let me do these cosmetic changes first. Waterfall chart for Tata Motors unit sold. Okay, correct. So now first steps is to click on this, double click on this and go to data point pointer and set this as a total. Close this. Again click on this, double click on this, set as a total. Close this. So now all the opening and the closing has gone up. Okay, now you can see everything is positive. This can't be everything positive, right? So we have missed one step. You have to just select the negatives and positives column, which is column D. I have dragged it to column D, the selection to D, and I left it. Okay, now I have to do it all over again because I missed that step, so I have to bag it. Double click, single click, single click, double click. This selection sometimes annoys a lot. Okay, similarly the closing, single click, double click, go to the data format data point and set this as total. Okay, so the color pattern is also been by default because we had fixed that color pattern. Okay, select this bars, right click and add data labels. So the data labels are added. So 65 hit, missed the target by 65, missed the target by 288. This looks quite easy, right? Let me change this. Let us miss some targets. Okay, so this is how you can show a waterfall chart or a bridge chart for a motor company, starting from its starting point to the end point and the journey between. This is how a waterfall chart can made of. You can add the legend names, or sorry, access names that I told you by going to clicking on chart, go to designs and add the chart titles. access titles. Okay, so this is months and this is unit sold. Okay, so this is how you make a waterfall chart. So I showed you all the three examples: a saving account example, a stock price example, and also a saving account example, a stock price example, and also a unit sold examples. So this is how you can present your data, your boring data in a presentable format, and show it to your manager or your management. Your management would be happy, and I'm sure they will promote you to the next level. So that's it for today. Hope you like the videos, and if you have liked the video, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends and family, comment your thoughts on this video. If you want more such video, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload such videos. Download the practice file, make use of it, and be a master in Excel. Thank you for watching this video, and please do take care of yourself. Bye.